Hi ladies, hi gents. I want to share a video with you today, and I've just put my candle there just for something to look at the moment. I haven't been around at all really over Christmas, so I just wanted to just wish and hope that everyone had a wonderful Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday and time with your family and friends. We had a wonderful Christmas, and it's been very busy and very manic, but very, very beautiful and lots of fun. So today is New Year's Eve, and I do have a project to share. This project's been sat on my desk since Boxing Day, and I've just done little bits and pieces each day or each evening when there's been a little bit of quiet time. There hasn't been a lot, but when there has been, I've just been adding a bit to it, and I actually finished it last night, so I thought it would be perfect to share it today on New Year's Eve. And I just want to thank you all for all your love and support over the past year and the years before that, and really just wish you all a wonderful 2016, and hope that it brings us all peace first of all, and lots of happiness and joy, and well, just hope that all our wishes come true this year. And thank you again for all the love and support that you've shown me. Without you, I couldn't really do what I do. You encourage me, you know, your lovely, wonderful comments encourage me to keep crafting, and I enjoy it so much, and it's so therapeutic, and I just hope that everyone else enjoys crafting as much as I do, and that 2016, like I say, most of all, I hope it brings us all peace. So that's that, and I'm going to share my project with you, so let me move my little candle out of the way. Put the lid on so the smoke doesn't go everywhere. Okay. Right, this piece is quite a large piece, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to film it okay. I might have to film it in sections going up. It's actually a canvas, and it's 8 inches wide, but it's 20 inches tall, so it's actually quite a long piece, so I'm going to do my best. And I'm going to call this my Enchanted tree canvas. That's kind of the feeling I was having when I was started work on it. So it's mixed media, and I'm just going to slowly scan up the canvas so that you can see it all. I will try and flip my camera around so you can see a full, but I don't know if that will flip round on screen. I've got a feeling it won't, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'll slowly go up first so you can see the full thing. And you'll see that it's very long. But I will take it in sections in a moment. So right up to the top, so there's the top of the canvas. Okay. And back down. Right, I'm just going to flip my camera long ways to see if I can get a full shot in. But like I said, I'm not sure if it will flip it on screen, or whether it will just turn it sideways, which it possibly will. But I just want to try and get this. Let me withdraw. Okay, am I going to get the full thing in? Okay, so you can pretty much see most of it in this shot. So that's the full canvas. I will try and add a couple of still pictures to the end, just in case this doesn't work. So I'm going to flip it back and take it section by section. So let's start at the bottom. Let me zoom in a bit. go. So, what I started with was the trunk of the tree, and what I used for that was some balsa wood. I had strips of balsa wood. Let me show you. So this is balsa wood, and I've had this under my desk for years, and I've just never really done much with it. And this is really, really thin wood. I believe it's used for making like model aeroplanes. But I do think quite a few of the craft stores will sell this. I think I've got a piece here. It's still got the label on. So it's 8mm balsa wood. I don't know if that's a brand in the UK, probably. I don't know if you can search by that. Because I really have had this years. I think I got it in a little tiny craft store that was closing down, but they done all model aeroplanes and lots of different things like that. So I don't know if you can search by that. But this, you can just rip this into sections, so if I just take a bit, you can see you can actually just rip it. So to get the effect on here, on the background, let me just show you a bit more of the tree here. So to get this, I just layered it up in ripped sections to try and get the look of the bark, you know, all the different textures on the bark. And I just layered it, and the glue I used for this was just, I just used Mod Podge. So I put my strips down and then I layered it to get the lots of different textures before I gessoed it all. So the whole tree stump is done with the balsa wood in lots of little. I used one big piece and then I put all the little pieces on to simulate all the bark. So if I just go down back to the bottom, I can go in a little bit more. So down the bottom, I just done some brickwork with some leftover pieces of brickwork that I had. I think these were from Wild Orchid Crafts, these ones. They were actually Dusty Attic brickwork, so that's what I used across the bottom. This is a little fairy door that I had in my stash, and again I used some of the balsa wood on it to make it blend in with the tree stump, you know, just add in little bits and pieces. I used some metal filigree for the hinges on the door, and I had these tiny little they look like door knockers. I think these are Tim Holtz. They're like oh, what are they called? Let me get them. They are called ring fasteners. Oh, and they just look like this, and they have the little fasteners on the back like that. So I used those for the door handles. These tiny mushrooms are charms, and I just cut the rings off the top for the mushrooms. This is a Prima letterbox. This is a Prima lantern, and the third lantern is actually pushed round onto the side. I'll show you that in a moment. You'll see that I've got some tiny fairy charms. There's one there. Let me scroll up a bit. So there's one here, one over here. This is a Prima window. This is a clock piece that I had in my stash. I can't remember where that's from. So it's just hanging off the side of the tree. This is a Prima window, and this is a separate piece, that a Prima piece. It's kind of like came with a fireplace, I think it came with. So I really raided my hoard vault of Prima pieces for this. Then I have a lantern, another lantern. This one again I just had in my stash. I can't remember where it was from, sorry. And then I've got another fairy here, another fairy here. And then for all the top of the tree, I did put a piece of mulberry bark down in the background to give it some texture before I added all the branches. And all these branches are, let me show you. Hang on, let me see if I can get them in. Are these pieces, and these are just single stems of twig with some little stamen on, and I actually found these on eBay. So you can search for those. I think they do them in lots of different colours, but I opted for the white. And so then in between, oh, there's another little fairy in there, and then in between all the branches I've popped 3 tiny bird houses. And again, this was a Prima set, and I decided to go ahead and use them. So I used quite a lot of the Prima resin pieces, because I just wanted the full look of, you know, an enchanted tree with, you know, the bird houses and the fairies, and all the fairies were charm pieces. I struggled to find the fairy Prima pieces, so I just had to use necklace charm pieces that I cut the top loop off. And I added a few twigs onto the each of the bird houses just to make it blend in. Everything was gessoed, and I stuck with quite a neutral palette when I was doing this, because, you know, I wanted it to be woodland and more natural looking. So if I just scroll back down, I can tell you the colours I used. I used obviously the white gesso, but I used 3 sprays, and I actually painted it more than sprayed it when I was working on this piece. So it's 3 of the Lindy sprays. So the first one I used is a dark chocolate truffle, and that was mostly in the foliage at the top and the background, and some of the edges of the wood, just to get that darker colour. I also used the milk chocolate brown, which is the lighter brown, and just inside the lamps and on the fairy wings I used the Alittleshabbychic blush, just to give the colour of the lamps a different glow to the neutral browns. So if I show you the lamp, you'll see it's more prominent colour. So that's my Enchanted tree piece. I am really pleased how it turned out. I am actually going to hang this up. I had some family canvases done for Christmas, you know, photographs printed on canvas. So I am going to put this up next to those, I think. I do really love it, and I did really have fun doing the little bits and pieces and finding. I spent more time searching for the individual pieces, the right individual pieces to put on the canvas, than I did actually doing it. So please let me know what you think, and I am still planning on taking the rest of the new year off, and then getting back into the swing of things once you know, once we're back to normal. So next week, once everything's back to normal and you know, all the celebrations have stopped, then I should get back into, you know, the full flow of crafting, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I wish you all a wonderful New Year's Eve and a really, really happy 2016, and I will enjoy 2016 along with you all, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.